What do you know about Yemen? It's a country I've never been to, and I have only read a few things about. But I certainly have strong visuals in my mind. The civil war in Yemen is one of the bloodiest conflicts in the Middle East. But Marcel convinced me that there was something exceptional to photograph. The ancient dragonblood tree, hidden on Socotra, an island in the Arabian Sea. I have traveled with Marcel before, and he told me that we would only go to relatively safe areas. So I did some research on my own. Despite the dangers involved, the mystery of this island intrigued me, and I just couldn't say no. What are his plans? And is it worth taking the risk? After landing in Socotra, the army notices my video camera. Journalists are not welcome in Yemen, so it doesn't take very long before we are interrogated.
You know, you came to Socotra, it's like doing a tour or just like you have some occupation like a journalist?
So I am a photographer. My company, we organize photo tours and we're going to take a lot of photographs, especially the tree.
We thought that you are like a journalist, you know.
No.
Important to the situation, guest like
Right.
guesting names and documents. Thank you so much. Have a nice flight.
All right, thank you.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
All the best.
Surprisingly, the security officer is extremely friendly, and he allows us to bring our cameras with us.
Nou, dat wordt interessant.
Our driver was waiting for us outside the airport.
You are welcome to Socotra.
Thank you.
You don't be scared. We are very safe. You are like brothers, all peoples and birds and animals.
Good. That's good to hear. Thank you.
I'm feeling at your home.
Good. How do you pronounce your name?
Isa.
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 Jamil.
Jamil.
Jamil, yeah.
Jamil Isa.
Apparently, we are safe here, and all the worries we had beforehand weren't necessary at all. We don't see much of the city, and instead we go straight into nature and set up our first camp. While Isa sets up our tents, Jamil keeps the fire going.
Why you choose dragonblood tree photograph?
I just like trees very much for photography. I have photographed many different trees, and the dragonblood tree was still on my list. I think it looks very powerful and very graphic. Also, it's endemic to Socotra, so you can only find it here. So that makes it extra special.
Why you didn't come early?
Well, many reasons. One reason is that just very busy. So my travel schedule is already planned years in advance. That's one reason. But the main reason is that because of the civil war in Yemen, there were no planes flying to Socotra. And I tried, but it didn't work. And then I tried going by boat, and that also didn't work. And then I just had to give up.
Finally, it's time to get some rest.
Jezus. Ja, hij had hem opengelaten. Er zitten allemaal beestjes in mijn tent. Even zo doen. Allemaal beestjes. Het komt allemaal door Avi.
The following day, we leave the seaside in search of dragonblood trees. The rugged terrain doesn't allow us to travel fast.
Yeah, that's really flat.
The dragonblood tree grows slowly and can become up to 700 years old. The Arabian Sea is known for its seasonal cyclones. And every year, dragonblood trees are destroyed. The most significant problem is climate change. Socotra is drying out. In order to survive, the leaves of the tree need mist to channel moisture towards the root system. Another problem here is livestock. Farmers let their goats roam freely and they love to eat the young saplings. It's a critical time for the prehistoric dragonblood tree, and its future has never been more insecure.
So what I'm looking for is not just the tree, but the tree in context. So I want to show the landscape that the tree is in, and ideally a very spectacular landscape. Tall mountains in the background, or it can be the trees at the edge of a canyon, something like that, but not just only the trees.
We try to open the spire, but we can't because the iron is stuck inside.
Isa and Jamil aren't able to release the spare tire, and it's getting dark. So we have no other option than to camp nearby.
So Isa, we're surrounded by beautiful dragonblood trees, but is there a place where the dragonblood trees are on the edge of the canyon?
Yes, there is a place for the dragonblood tree in the canyon, but we should to fix in our car because the tire is broken.
The clouds are coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain during the night.
No,
And then we'll be stuck here for months.
we hope no rains this night. If rains, we'll be stuck. Not us, our car is stuck.
Yes.
Whole the year.
All the year. I have this super wide angle shot and I'm almost here in the vegetation. Depth of field is very shallow, so basically I'm focusing in the foreground and then a little bit further away, until I get everything from foreground to background in focus. But I'm shooting straight into the sun, so I get a fair amount of lens flare. To get rid of that, I shoot every exposure with my hand blocking the sun. So I'll merge all those foreground shots without lens flare, and then at the very end I'll take one shot for just the sky, and that's going to be a lower exposure because it's really very bright there.
That's why I tried to get off.
Isa was able to release the spare tire, and it's time to get back on the road. But it doesn't take much time before bad luck strikes again. And again. And again. Until finally we hit a dead end.
We have problem. Now we are here in the north. We should to go to the here in mountain.
Is that a long hike?
Yes, it is difficult to hike in there. It takes many hours to arrive to the mountain.
Am I certain that I will find dragon blood trees there?
Yeah, you can find many of dragon blood trees there.
Let's do it. Beautiful mountain, but there's not a lot of trees here. Well, not dragon blood trees. So let's see if when we reach the top, see what's on the other side. There's not a tree in sight. What's up, Isa?
Just I am asking about where is another place for dragon blood tree. If you're looking over there, the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
there is a dragon blood tree.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah,
Are we going there?
a little bit hard. Take a long time to go there.
Yeah, I see.
All day you will walking
Yeah.
to be there.
It was an exhausting hike under the scorching sun. There are no dragon blood trees nearby. Is it just bad luck? Or a bad call from our guide, Isa? The remaining climb will be too technical with our heavy camera bags, so we decide to set up camp lower down the mountain. After a slow morning, we are exhausted and disappointed. We decide to get off the mountain and go to the nearest village to refresh ourselves. We haven't showered for 5 days. A dragon blood tree on the edge of a canyon. I wonder if we will ever find one. While Marcel was taking a bath, the village elder welcomes us with open arms. He heard our story and he knows exactly where our bad luck is coming from. He thinks that Jamil, our driver, is possessed by a demon.
Jamil now he is a mad, and he tried to take it from his mind, this devil.
كيف تحس؟ الحمد لله بخير. تمام. أحسن. أحسن بخير. الحمد لله. ضحك ده صار فلك دق هذا الحمد لله.
The next day is extremely hot, almost 50 degrees Celsius. We take the time to rest and prepare our camera gear. Tomorrow is our last day, and we will give it one more try. We will wake up early and set out before first light.